Welcome everyone to this explainer on how to find missing money. Have you ever wondered if there's actual cash out there with your name on it, just waiting to be claimed? I know, it totally sounds like a myth or maybe some sort of internet scam, but I promise you, it is a very real, absolutely legitimate government process. Today, we're focusing on the state of Wisconsin, but hey, the principles we're going to uncover apply pretty much everywhere. We are going to walk through exactly how you can search the state treasury's unclaimed list and potentially recover money you didn't even know you had. Let's start with a number, $58 billion. That is the staggering national estimate of unclaimed property just waiting to be claimed across the United States. And a very significant chunk of that is sitting right now, today, in the Wisconsin Department of Revenue's accounts. So we aren't just talking about spare pocket change here, we are talking about a massive, massive pool of forgotten assets.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the real-world impact this can have. Over on a popular personal finance Reddit thread, a user shared a crazy story. They went to check their state's website expecting, maybe a $250 insurance payout from a deceased parent. Instead, they found over $30,000. As user Digital Helix84 replied, "It's just mind-blowing to think that kind of money can sit there completely unknown to its rightful owner. People routinely find hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars they completely forgot about."
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is your literal treasure map for today. We'll cover what unclaimed property is, searching the Wisconsin database, pro tips for searching, filing your claim, preventing lost property, and finally, a quick disclaimer and next steps. Section 1. What is unclaimed property? First things first, we need to demystify what this money actually is and why in the world the state is holding on to it for you. So to be clear, unclaimed property is not a lottery, and it's definitely not a sweepstakes. It's actually a consumer protection mechanism. Under Wisconsin's Uniform Disposition of Unclaimed Property Act, if a financial asset sits inactive for a period, usually around 1 to 5 years, and the company holding it can't get a hold of you, they are legally required to turn it over to the state. The state then steps in as a secure, perpetual custodian. They'll hold on to those funds indefinitely until you or your heirs finally come forward to claim them. And this brilliantly illustrates how easily this happens. Have you ever moved and just forgotten to get your utility deposit back? Or left a job and somehow missed your final mailed paycheck? What about a relative passing away who had a life insurance policy you didn't even know existed? These are some of the most common types of unclaimed property. It's really just everyday financial life left slightly incomplete. Section 2. Searching the Wisconsin database. Let's get right into a highly practical, beginner-friendly walkthrough of how to access the Wisconsin Department of Revenue's database so you can start looking.
The whole process is wonderfully straightforward. First, you'll want to open your browser and head to the official state website, revenue.wi.gov. Once you're there, look for a tab labeled Unclaimed Property. Give that a click, and then keep an eye out for a big blue Search and Claim button. This is where you'll type in your legal name, or if you happen to have received a previous notice, you can enter a specific property ID. Just keep in mind, you can't search both at the exact same time. When your list of matches pops up, simply click the Add button next to anything that looks like it belongs to you. And the best part, you can actually bundle up to 20 different properties into a single claim.
Section 3. Pro tips for searching. Of course, sometimes your money is hiding just a little bit deeper. Let's look at how to navigate those roadblocks and find those hard-to-spot funds.
If you're only searching your current first and last name, you might totally miss out. You really need to think historically here. Try searching for your maiden name, or literally any alternate names you've used over the years. Try running a search using the addresses of apartments or houses you lived in a decade ago. Don't forget to check for any businesses you own, too. Plus, going back to that amazing Reddit tip, checking on behalf of elderly parents or deceased relatives is a highly, highly effective strategy. Oh, and if you've lived outside of Wisconsin at some point, you can use the nationally endorsed platform missingmoney.com to search multiple states all at once.
Let's move to and see how this builds as we transition to Section 4, filing your claim. You found the money on the website, that's awesome. But now, how do you actually prove it's yours and get it transferred into your bank account?
Well, the state needs to be absolutely certain they are handing the money over to the right person. You will, of course, need a current government ID. But here is the critical part. If the property is tied to one of your old addresses, you must prove you actually lived there. You're going to need to dig up an old utility bill, an old lease agreement, or maybe a tax document that shows your name directly tied to that old address. Now, if you're claiming for an estate on behalf of a deceased relative, you'll need court documents, like a domiciliary letter, just to prove you're the authorized representative, along with their death certificate to verify their social security number. And if your name is changed, a marriage certificate is going to be key.
Once you've submitted your claim online with all that required documentation, patience is your best friend. According to the Wisconsin Department of Revenue, you should allow about 10 to 12 weeks for your claim to be assigned to a specialist for a thorough review. But the good news is, once that specialist approves it, the actual funds transfer is quite fast, usually landing in your account in just 7 to 10 days.
So the crucial point is this: you absolutely must be vigilant against scams. Because this sounds exactly like free money, bad actors love to set up fake sites that mimic state websites. Just remember, the official Wisconsin portal always ends in .gov. Searching and claiming your property through the state is 100% free. If a website ever asks you for a processing fee or wants a cut of your findings, it is a scam. Period. Close the window immediately.
Now, you might be wondering, do I always have to file a manual claim to get my money back? Actually, no. Wisconsin has a really cool automated data matching program. If they can perfectly match the unclaimed property to your current tax records, and the total amount is $2,000 or less, they'll just automatically return it to you without you ever filing a claim. That said, you should never rely solely on this automated system. Actively searching the database yourself is always going to be your best, most thorough strategy.
Section 5. Preventing lost property. Okay, you've successfully recovered your loot. Now we need to shift our focus to proactive financial hygiene so you don't lose it again.
The Department of Revenue actually provides some really clear tips to ensure your property doesn't end up back in their hands. It sounds incredibly simple, but seriously, cash all your checks promptly, even those tiny $5 mail-in rebates. Every single time you move, make it a habit to relentlessly update your address with every bank, insurance provider, and utility company. Make absolutely sure you have identified beneficiaries listed on all your accounts. And finally, keep a written inventory of your financial assets. If something happens to you, you don't want your loved ones left completely in the dark trying to track this stuff down.
Which brings us to Section 6, Disclaimer and Next Steps. We have covered a lot of ground today, from the basic mechanics of the state database to the specific documentation you're going to need. As with all things involving government forms and legal documents, I do need to provide a quick professional disclaimer. State procedures, search interfaces, and specific regulations can and definitely do change over time. Always cross-verify the steps on the official Wisconsin Department of Revenue website. And if you're dealing with really complex estate claims or trusts, it's always a smart move to consult with a legal or financial professional for personalized advice.
I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought. With $58 billion waiting out there nationally and millions sitting right in Wisconsin, when was the very last time you searched for your own hidden treasure? It takes literally 5 minutes. It's completely free. And as we've learned today, it could result in a truly life-changing discovery. Please don't let your hard-earned money sit in a state vault gathering dust. Go check that database today. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and hey, happy hunting!